Peace and blessings of God be on you. Question 13. How do we prove that a religion must be logical? Now, until now, we've been logically proving various religious questions. But now we will answer the question that after all, why should religion be logical? Now, most of the so-called leaders of various religions tell their followers that religion has very little to do with logic. These leaders present certain ideas to their followers in the name of religion and tell them to believe in them, even if these ideas sound extremely illogical, irrational, immoral, or stupid. The only rational conclusion from this is that these leaders are themselves either extremely illogical or they are deceiving their followers on purpose, or both. Very simple reflection shows that if most of the religions are telling the exact same principle to their followers, that religious ideas cannot be logically proven and should be accepted without question, then why should we believe in religion A and not in religion B when both of them are making the exact same claim? I mean, the claims are different, but the claims being made on the same principle, that religious ideas cannot be logically proven and should be accepted without question. Then why should we accept religion A and not religion B if they are both working on the same principle? If a leader of religion A tells us to believe in certain ideas just because he thinks that they are correct, why should we just accept his ideas when leader of religion B is telling us to accept totally opposite ideas for the exact same reason, if we can call it as reason? Now, certain naive people will say here that it is okay to believe in any denomination of any religion. But a little thought will reveal that this cannot be true if these different denominations or religions are opposing each other in extremely important matters. How can it be equally true to believe in one God as some religions do and to believe in hundreds of gods as some other religions do? Similarly, if religion A tells its followers that they should kill all those people who do not believe in religion A, then how can this religion simultaneously be correct along with religion B, which tells its followers to deal with the people of all religions with love? Hence, simple common sense rejects the idea that it is okay to believe in any religion, no matter how senseless it is. In the material world, we need to use logic and common sense in order to succeed. So why should we throw away logic and common sense to succeed in the spiritual world? Isn't the creator of both the material world and the spiritual world the same? If so, then why has he given us the faculties of logic and reason only to be used in one of his worlds and not the other? It amazes me how at least 90% of the people who consider themselves as religious convince themselves that God would not provide us with rational explanation for religion when God himself has created such a respect and liking for rationality in our hearts. The fact is that religion, like any other thing that comes in this world, undergoes decay with time. After a while, the true teachings of the prophet are either forgotten or given a very different meaning from what the prophets presented, and we get a very different picture of the religion from the one that was presented by the founder of the religion. One of the first things that is distorted by later people is the rationality of the religion. A careful look at the history of all religions shows that the prophets were always inviting people to use their common sense and believe in things that made sense. And they were urging people to give up their irrational and harmful beliefs and practices. Truth is always rational, and so the prophets were always rational. It was always the enemies of the prophets who were irrational and were wanting to destroy someone who was only calling them towards good deeds. Was it rational for people who wanted to crucify a person whose message was, if someone slaps you on one cheek, turn the other cheek? Every sane person will agree that Jesus Christ, peace be on him, was rational. And while his enemies were the ones that were irrational in trying to crucify such an innocent and loving person. But a strange phenomenon starts sometime after the death of prophets. The very concept of rationality is eradicated from religion by the so-called custodians of religions at the later time. The simple reason why they eradicate rationality from religion is that they distort original religious teachings and give wrong meanings to them. And since falsehood is irrational, so there is no way they can logically justify those distorted teachings, and thus they take refuge in another false declaration that religion does not have to be logical. What an insult to religion are these so-called custodians of religion. Why should truth be believed without any proper justification? If someone tells us to believe that a certain face is beautiful, but we don't see any beauty in it, will our saying that we believe it to be beautiful be a good act on our part? Won't it be a big lie, whereas the very essence of religion is truth? Beauty itself extracts praise from the beholder. Similarly, a true teaching itself extracts belief from the observer. Truth speaks for itself, just like beauty. Light speaks for itself, and so does the spiritual light, which is merely another name for true religion. The moment you take logic out of religion, you are effectively getting rid of not only logic, but also religion. God bless you.